You're live.
We're live and living color. Live and living color. By Farad Muhammad. Better known the song as POPKEYS. And the rest know me, the soldiers know me. The ones that gonna help us take over this planet. And they ain't got that Hollywood mindset. Know me as Brother Captain. Man that can raise a man from the dead and make him stand up. Put that board in his back. Stomach in, head up, chest out. Allahu Akbar. In the most holy name of Almighty God Allah, who came to us in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, the great Mahdi, who was to come and has come to restore we who are lost from our own kingdom of Islam and to destroy those who have destroyed us. Thou our God, O Allah, we are thy people. Deliver us from our murderers, and we serve and obey thee all the days of our lives, and we teach our children to submit to thee, to that unequaled love and mercy for thou. And thanks to you, Allah, for making manifest to us, our enemy, the devil, and help us, O Allah, to live the life and die the death of a Muslim. I pray, Allah, you move the heart of the devil from thee, as well as the black nation. And I thank you for raising up in our midst a divine need to teach and spiritual guide in the person of the most honorable and humble Elijah Muhammad. Allahu Akbar. This is the Takeover Time podcast. If you ain't on that rhythm and ain't on that beat, you're out of time. Allah is here to destroy this old wicked and accursed world. The information has been put out here now for many, many years for us to make a change within ourselves, because we've been knocked in the head and put to sleep. We living other than ourselves. You'd have had men out here teaching all over the planet, all over the United States of America, trying to give you the knowledge of self so you can save yourself. Like my son says, save yourself. Elijah Muhammad said, he's not trying to convert you. He just wants you to learn to be yourself. I heard some people talking today on the podcast radio. They say the Nation of Islam has already put down a plan and a program for us, because no one else has a plan before the nation, or the black nation. But the brother say, well, the only caveat comes with us happen to be Muslims. Well, I beg the difference. You were created righteous from the nature of the Creator himself. And you was made other than yourself when you was on the plantation. While your master was sitting up under the shade tree and had y'all sitting around in the circle in the sun, telling you, think about this, telling you that Esau, y'all refer to as Jesus, was a Caucasian. And he just had took you in the shed and beat the hell out of you. It just made you get up under bed while he raped your woman. It just sold 3 of your babies down the road to Mr. Culpepper and had the audacity to teach you out the King James Version of the Bible had more homosexuals than they got today, everybody on the planet. Understand? And I'm not knocking Christianity, because the Ethiopians that got Christians got a whole different Bible. But unrealized Muhammad teaches us out the Bible so we can have a clear understanding. So it's takeover time. Take your mind back. Get your spirit back, because man is mind. I heard someone teaching today say, you ever seen a dead man? And person he would talk to, yes. He said, I seen a dead body. He said, no, that's not what I'm asking you. Have you ever seen a dead man? He made up some type of allegorical comment. He said, no, that's what you've been trained to think. He said, but you have never really seen a dead man. have you? You seen the body. But the only difference for us, we're dead mentally. We want to be like an open enemy. We're taking on the low life instead of striving to be connected to the universe. In most cases, you don't know you don't know. But those who try to teach you, you reject it. Now we're in a time where the world is changing. Chaos and calamity is all over the planet. And we're going to suffer if we don't change. In most cases, Allah has warned us. I'm looking at a clip that I've seen for miles. All the light poles, the electrical poles were laying in the streets, have been torn down. They don't know how it happened, but I do. They had a tornado in Atlanta last night. It just wasn't very destructive. You had tornadoes in St. Louis to wake the black people up on the north side, because most of them over there was practicing pure evil. Houston, same way. Earthquakes coming. They kidnapping our babies all over the country. Had 34 children come up missing in Washington, D.C. in one night. Ohio, they had over 24 come up missing in 1 month. So you got to ask yourself, we're being preyed on by the predator. Because there's something about us that they know about us that most of you all don't know about yourself. You're more valuable to them than gold. Sex trafficking, taking things out your body that they need to live on, to survive. We don't have our own schools where we educate our own children. Coming out behind. And I'm just giving you these things because I know you done heard them before. But what come after this? After all these things have been laid down, is what coming next? After the great destruction of this planet. Y'all keep worrying about this mutant and the mutant government that's in the United States of America. They practicing evil. They coming for us. You understand? But I ain't worried about it at all. You ain't taking me no damn well unless it's the will of Allah. Or the brothers that I know, they're going to activate. We'd rather die on our feet. You understand? Fighting and protecting ourselves for what we believe in on our planet. Most of the brothers, y'all see us soft. So they put in front of you all. They don't bust a grape. A lot of them talking that talk. Or they got a couple of dollars, bending over behind closed doors, using the black people to get rich off of. We support them. They don't bring nothing back to the community. I hear what they say, a brother that invested $500,000 and made $100 million. He brought nothing back. He ain't built nothing in our community. Ain't nothing been added. You understand what I'm saying? Because they can't. They're not allowed to do anything for their people. They looking for clout. But we looking for power. Well, I come up in the town, we were talking about black power. Black is beautiful. You had in the hip hop community, brothers were looking strong and black and dangerous. Now you got brothers wearing pink tops, pink shorts, with some pink boots. Look how they flip you. Understand what I'm saying? They'll flip you all the way over. That's why there's no respect. Hunting our brothers down, the young brothers. Talked to a young brother last night. And he come up to me. He said, brother, can I charge my phone? You know, I'm checking his energy and stuff like that. So I said, yeah, but let me plug it in. So I went to talking to him, though. Told him who I was. Shook his hand. And the whole time I'm talking to him, I'm holding his hand. He had a good, strong grip, though. But I can see that he wasn't but 22. He was kind of in a situation. His eyes were a little yellow. He had his foot wrapped. Because he said, man, I'm waiting on my father, but I think I got here too late. So he come to pick me up. He said, man, my foot is bad because he had it wrapped up. He said, man, because they jumped on me and stuff like that. And I started talking to him, man, and told him, man, you're a guy, you're a young guy, you're not a young end. I said, the future belongs to you. We need you because you're going to represent us. I said, I know it's been hard because nothing was put in place for you when you came on this planet, brother. I said, go back and use your gift, whatever that might be. You understand? Don't get caught up in these drugs. Start having love for self. Get about these streets. That's all we're doing is murdering and maiming one another. I said, we're in the age of advanced technology. As white folks know it. I said, go back and study, grab a hold of something where you can take care of yourself when you have a family. You'll be able to support them. I say sometimes the environment can be stronger than your nature, brother. Understand what I'm saying? Well, we talked for a good while. He said, brother, I need a mentor. I said, take my number. I put it in his phone. So we got to start. See, the difference to me, I ain't worried about them Hollywood Negroes. They obsolete. I worry about the guys that's in the streets, that's in our community, because that's where all the talent, that's where all the soldiers, that's where all the exceedingly great army gonna come up out of. Them the ones that need the help, nothing's been put in place for them. They get in a bad situation, they don't have nowhere to go, rather be on the streets. And see, we have set up opportunities for our young people and our women. When they had no place to go, they could come to us. It was Black Muslim Bakery. We had housing. We had jobs for them. We had counseling for them. We had all of that, even at our temple. You understand what I'm saying? But ain't none of these things in place. Everybody just chasing the dollar, trying to look good. A lot of y'all riding off the minister. Y'all using him, but you all ain't doing a whole lot. See, you're doing a lot of rapping now. With all the thousands and thousands of black men and women in the nation, Chicago should be yours. Shouldn't it? You should be doing like the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, pool your resources, your professionalism, so we can create food, clothing, and shelter. You dig? Then we should have it set up in our communities because the crime rate and the murder rate is coming down now. But I seen the mayor of Chicago try to take credit for it. You understand? But I give that credit to the Muslims. The Muslimatics over there on the old block, Golden Child, the Unity Movement. The word is spreading. Oakland, murder rate coming down. They don't know what to do now. A lot of jailhouses. They're closing down. They say they used to have millions of brothers locked up. It's out of 600,000 now. They don't like that at all. You understand? We getting ready to come from the bottom to the top. Black man, black woman. That's why I teach on the woman, try to give her this knowledge as best I can, because she's so important. And she has to give this information to our children. And I had just one little piece here, sisters, for you all tonight. I want to give on how to rear your children. A lot of you are single, a lot of you not. A lot of brothers away. Some in prison, and some brothers ain't in prison. They just, like they had a good mother that they feel comfortable with, knowing they're taking care of their child. But them babies still need their father, need the presence of their father, need to see their father. All that zooming in and all that old type of stuff. You understand? Y'all got your women and stuff. I see you posting up and all this old type of stuff. But damn, put your money together, man, and go see your baby. Spend a little time with them, got little guys. You understand? And to me, that's selfish. Period. A lot of y'all just trying to find a woman to attach on to so you can move in with her. You ain't doing nothing. She let you in because she's lonely, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, sisters, I'm just giving you a little bit tonight. I ain't going to hold you long. But it says, how to rear your children, especially in this day and time up under these conditions. The education starts in the home. Period. It said the civilized mother is devoted to her children. The civilized mother teaches her child obedience. Some of you let your children do anything and everything until it's too late. A civilized mother teaches her child from the cradle. Hell, we taught our child before they got to the cradle. When they was in that womb, they was being taught. They would read the Quran to them, put certain music on, ate at them, the best of food, live foods. But when they came out, they were ready to go. And I know, they had them little thing they put the children in where they don't want them moving around and stuff. And just throw them in there and stuff like that. Our children hated that. And I didn't like it either. Hell, I ain't trying to lock my baby up at an early age. You dig what I'm saying? So I never liked putting them in those type of things. One of those children to be able to move around, be free. If we had steps, we'd put something in there to block that off or something like that. But we got to get to teach our own. And it says, the civilized mother teaches her child the Islamic way of life. Even if you're not Islamic, teach them the Christian way of life. It's pretty much the same. The civilized mother understands that children are equal to adults in terms of human worth and dignity. Be dignified around your children. Respect your children. Children shouldn't be allowed to see everything. You shouldn't bring all that negative energy into your home, because they're going to emulate what they see. Well, hell, I got grandbaby, though. They smart enough to tell you. Understand? They check you. Understand what I'm saying? I love saying it, though. You did when you ain't doing something like, oh, they got that. They were meant to be brought here through the portal, because they got a job to do, because they righteous by nature, until we make them other than that by the thing that we introduce them to. Y'all sit up there smoking in front of them, drinking in front of them, talking about every damn thing under the sun in front of them. These children ain't dumb at all. The elders in my time, you couldn't sit around them when they had their conversation. You had to go play. You had to go do something. But you weren't sitting up under them. You understand? They weren't sitting up there finger popping and doing all this crazy stuff that we do today. Got the little babies twerking and all this old funny stuff. Running around here buck naked. And wonder why you can't get a good man. The civilized mother does not criticize her children or others so that her children would not learn to condemn. This is where the children learn certain behaviors. You sitting up just gossiping sometimes, criticizing people. Your children listen to that. They watch you. And they're smart. In a lot of cases, they're smarter than the parents. So their minds are like little sponges. But we want to raise gods and goddesses, mothers. The civilized mother avoids hostility in order to tone down aggressiveness in her child. You understand? I remember when I was a child, I remember when I became dangerous, though. I'm just a little shorty, probably about 5, 6, 7, probably somewhere in there. You know, we stayed in the community like we had people in the front of it, in the back of it, had houses and stuff. But you know, I go outside, you know, I'm peaceful, brother. Happy go lucky. Shit, I ain't never missed a meal or nothing. You know what I mean? Had people to kill for me. So I would go outside, you know, I had a little brother, you know, and every time I go out here, there picking on me and shit. Dig? So one day he hit me. So I come back to the house, I'm crying and all that old type of stuff. My mama met me at the door. She said, what happened? I said, what, you hit me? He said, go back and hit him back. That's what I did. But, because we had out there, you know, people out there, they chopped their wood and stuff, and you had your axes out there and stuff. So I went out there and hit him, though. I hit him in the head with that axe, though. You understand? He went to hollering and split his head. He went to crying and all that old type of stuff. And so his mother come out the house, Miss Cora, a good woman. So mama told him, you know, he always picking on it. He called me Junior then. And of course, said, I'm going to call the police. Said, oh, hell. Police showed up and stuff like that, but they looked at him and took him to the hospital. He got stitched up and stuff. So that's the first day that I became violent. You understand? I guess I've been dangerous ever since in a civilized manner. You know what I'm saying? It says, the civilized mother is tolerant in order for her children to learn patience. You got to teach these things. The civilized mother gives encouragement so that her children will learn to have confidence. Some mothers ignore their children, their sons. Sometimes some mothers even blame their children for things that might happen to the father in life. I seen a story where the father teaching the son, you know, they was in the car not to cry like that. He told him to tighten up. He said, when he got out the car, you know, he said, don't get out the car for nothing. Wait till I come back. So they went in the convenience store and they purchased something. And there was some other people in the store, but it was this dude that came in about 4 minutes later trying to stick it up. So the brother kind of ducked down because he's over by the beverages and things of that nature. And so his son looked. He was in the car, so he decided to get out. And he walked into the store, and the guy got spooked and turned around and put the gun on the little brother. The little brother throwed his hands up. Then the father seen that and come around and called the son's name. Then the brother turned around and shot the father and killed the father. Understand? So the brother had lived with that most of his life. He had to take these pills for the anxiety and stuff. And his mother worked for the police. And But she never really talked to her son. And he was a good writer in poetry and stuff like that. He tried to get her to come to the school to, just to show up as a parent and stuff like that. And but she had blamed him for the death of her husband. You understand? But he was a child and just seen what was going on and walked in. But eventually, she got over that. The brother was being bullied and all these old type of things. So, we all got stories. But, children are innocent. You can't blame them for things like that. You understand? Moving right along. But the civilized mother deals with her children in fairness to help him or her to learn the meaning of justice. See, these things come from the home, not from the public school system. A mother shows her children approval so that he or she will learn to love himself. Give them that encouragement. Put that confidence in them. Tell them they're great. Tell them they're black and beautiful. Instead of cussing them out all talk on time. It says, a civilized mother lets her children see a good example. What I was talking about earlier. Always set a good example for your children. So y'all quit having all these men running up in your house as well. These children ain't dumb. A civilized mother, remember that she is the mother. Remember this, woman, that you're the mother of civilization. You're the mother to teach civilization to the children, being the first teacher. That's why it's so important that our woman come back into her rightful state of being. That's why it's so important for the black man to become a conqueror and a ruler on this planet, so he can provide a heaven right here on our planet. So you can take all that stress out of it. Tell your woman she's beautiful. Sit down and talk to her. Listen. Mother, learn how to feed your children. Study them, learn their talents and their gifts. Teach them how to pray. Teach them how to say, yes, sir. No, ma'am. Teach them how to open the doors. A civilized mother, well, I leave that alone. The English lesson number 1, C1, to her children every night. That's a bedtime story. But you should read to your children at night. Teach them how to read so before they go to school, they know how to read and count. Know how to count money instead of going there and just laying money on the counter and don't know what they're supposed to get back. These are the things that you have to teach. You understand what I'm saying? Black woman, since you're the first teacher. I just want to drop that out there, but I'm moving right along. I ain't gonna be long with you tonight. But my subject really is, what will become of the old? Is the question. What will become of the old? Of this old world? Once it passes away, what will become of us? That's why it keeps me fully loaded and confident, because I know our future. What's coming for us. And it's going to be beautiful. But it says, We are referred to in the prophecy in the Bible as being a sleeping lion that must be awakened. As in the problem given to us by Master Farad Muhammad, they are referred to as a lion cage that must be let loose. We at that point now. But I've been out the cage waiting on some more. In the side of the Bible, we are referred to as the people who are robbed, spoiled, imprisoned, and a prey. And those who have us a prey will not let us go free. That's why you hear Trump say, well, I think he was 14th Amendment, whatever he was talking about. They say, well, for the ex-slave. See, they really don't want us to go free at all. Well, they know who we are. The black man must be awakened to the knowledge of self, that he is not what the white race has taught him to be. He must come out of this hopeless state. He thinks he is worthless. I see that every day. He should be brought into a state of worthiness and the knowledge and reality of his great place into which Allah God in the person of Master Muhammad will put him. See, we're getting ready to be placed into a much higher state of being at the very top. He is to place him on top and not the bottom. Who put us on the bottom? Because the bottom is where he is today. And make him no more the tail but the head. He is to become the head of the civilization of the new world. Oh, yes. Or a new heaven on earth. Not the one the Caucasian taught you about. You got to die to get in heaven. Look at how foolish we are. Understand what I'm saying? The only way we can get our heaven, we got to die. But heaven is right here on this planet. We had to put that kingdom back of God back on our planet. It's in us. But you know, we've been so indoctrinated with this Caucasian mentality. We think we can go through all this hell. We don't never think about setting up something righteous right here on our planet, which belongs to us. And we got to die to get some heaven, good home, friendship, money, peace, love, and happiness right here on our planet. Huh? Moving right along. Let it sink in. He is not to rule. He is to become the head of the civilization of the new world or new heaven on earth. He is not to rule over this people, but he is to be the ruler of self. And after the rule of the Caucasians, the wicked world, you have to look to your own now. What will become of the old? First of all, we got to have a new government, a new ruler, and a teacher of that new government. Since it is not patterned after the old order of the old government of this world. So new thinking got to come into place. This form of government got to go out. This type of leadership, this type of economy got to go. As the God of truth, justice, and righteousness, Allah is going to be under the ruler. They're going to be under the ruler. They're going to be the ruler or the creator of the new government. Then by no means can he carry any of the old world into his new kingdom of truth, justice, and equality. We cry for that every day. And peace. We must have a new government, a new people to operate the new government, a new heaven and a new earth. Here is the mention of a new heaven and a new earth. Some of the scholars take it literally, and some may take it spiritually. I say the meaning is both literal and spiritual. After the destruction of this world, because it's coming rapidly now, by fire and by other means of destruction, there is nothing of the old wicked world that can be established to carry into the new world of righteousness. Listen, brothers and sisters. When I get to this, I'm going to wrap it up. It says that God will even make new trees and shall bring forth new fruit. It's prophesied that a new commandment shall be given to us, will make you able ministers of a new testament. And if any man be in Christ, he is a new creature. The prophecy of twain, one new man, so making peace. He says he causes things to grow into a new growth. Here we have something which the Holy Quran is worth praying for, under God of freedom and righteousness. They claim that there are people today in certain parts of the earth who are way over 100 years old, and they still beget children. Think about that. We used to live long lives. A lot of you dying before you get 35 and had heart attacks. Think about that. A lot of you get past 60, can't walk, on crutches and canes and all that old type of stuff. I beg the difference. Said this is referring to the Muslim people who live in the Himalayan mountains, on the earth, wherever it is fertile and with water and rain in due time and in good warm climatic condition, we find trees and vegetation produced the year round. According to how God teaches to me, the age of the present earth is 76 trillion years old. Now, of course, the earth material does not decay fast, but it is decaying. Science proves this. Everything has a beginning, everything has an ending, except God himself. God cannot be destroyed, for he is the maker of the present heavens and earth. And before these are destroyed, he brings in a new heaven and a new earth, or he reproduces the present one, as the Holy Quran teaches. Since there was no calculation of time in the beginning, there was no such thing as time in the beginning, brothers and sisters. In the beginning of the creation of the heavens and the earth, we do not know the exact time. That's how ancient we are. Well, we knew that it took place. We do know that the materials out of which it was made will not last forever. The moon is a good sign of that decay. Since the moon has no water on it, it has become a decaying mass of once earth with water, which the moon was once part of the earth. But they won't teach you that in the public school system. What we will direct our attention to now, the type of government and people who will replace the present government and people. Since this is a wicked world, and this making was not based and made upon righteousness, we cannot expect it to endure any longer than a limited time of 6,000 years. Time is up. The whole world meets with the God who came in the person of Master Farah Muhammad, to whom praise are due forever. Their God, Yaqub, who made this world the white race. I know y'all need to study this man Yaqub. Get up out the Caucasian teaching, you'll know that you're his father. Yaqub, the father of the white race, did not make the white race from nothing. Listen, Yaqub made the race from us, the black man. So he took living materials in the black man to bring out a new people. And so will God of the righteousness. God will take living materials, listen, the so-called Negro, and make a new people out of them. Something new coming to the planet. Listen. The so-called Negro, the black man up from slavery for 400 years here in America. This is what's coming to us. It's the people out of whom Allah God wants to build a new heaven and a new earth. Or we say a new people and a new government. Allah is on the scene today. God is on the scene. We, the black man in America, the once servitude, enslaved white people are now rising up. Yeah, we waking up now. The resurrection means to rise up, to stand up and act civil and do civil things for yourself. The fall of one government and people, white, is a rise of another government and people, the black. The Muslim and their religion, Islam, will triumph and dominate the people of the earth. I know y'all want to hear that. We need a new people and a new mind. That's the key. A new mind will give to us a base for the building of something new. In the next life, which will grow out of the old life, there will be no such thing as sickness and drug use in the human body for the purpose of destroying diseases, germs, because we will not do that which will cause diseases or sickness. Let me read that back. We got all type of sicknesses going on. We got all the artificial chemicals, artificial foods. They're going in our bodies on a daily, in the water. But listen what God say. In the next life, which will grow out of the old life, there will be no such thing as sickness and drugs used in the human body for the purpose of destroying, disease, germs, because we will not do that which will cause disease or sickness. It starts on the order that the righteous shall not eat but one meal a day. Uh-oh. It starts in order that the righteous shall not eat but one meal a day or every 2 days and eat better food. Some of them eat 7 times a day. This will prolong our life and double and triple our life expectancy. To be blessed to see the next life is worth praying for, my black brothers, black sisters. All I eat is one meal a day. That's all I need. Shut down?
Yeah.
It gave you 30 minutes, didn't it?
40 minutes. Ask them if they can still hear.
We good?
No. Ask them if they can still hear you.
Can anybody hear me?
Tell me about to just close it down. We gotta.
All right. I don't know if you can hear me or not. With the thumbs up. Yes, you can hear me. Well, we have a little technical problem. Can you see me?
No.
Let me see. Is it just sound? Well, what I'm going to do is, we had a technical problem somewhere, and I was just rolling into the other part of this. But I guess the devil didn't want me to give you the breakdown on this other part, because we're going to go back to where we will be renewed, to where you'll be looking like you were 16 years old, man. You said just important, so I'm going to keep rolling for a minute. This will prolong our life. Brothers and sisters, the new heaven and earth are coming in now. The old heaven and the old earth are going out. I would like to say here that the so-called Negro, the black man in America up from slavery, has, as Isaiah prophesied, seen a great light. It is impossible for this world to overcome the king or ruler of the new world of righteousness. This is our strength. This is our power. Righteousness. You got to be upright. Freedom. Justice and equality, the number one. The time of the white raise it up, Billy Bob. This time has passed. The whole up It's the slow awakening of us. That's the only thing that's holding him up, people. It's us. We become too slow of waking up because they got us on the cross in the shackles, and we can't see the light in the darkness. But you got to come on with it now. I'm tired of this beast. I've been tired of him for a long time. I know our protection that we have. We got an army. We got a righteous army. They see him all the time in the skies. Teach on that one day. The time of the white race is up. The time is past. The hold up is slow. The awakening of us, the black people in America, the slowness of the black people to accept. We cannot follow a recent or temporary religion. We have to have the religion of God in order to survive forever. Time never was when man was not. Islam is a religion of Allah of God. Islam means our entire submission to the will of God. That's all it is, brothers and sisters. It says to make all things new means to go to the very root of everything that exists. We are taught that we ourselves will become a new people. Listen. We are taught that we ourselves will become a new people. The Holy Quran teaches that he would call the righteous to grow into a new growth. He said the righteous, not these little devils, but the righteous. That's our power. That's why he didn't put us in this chaos. You understand what I'm trying to say? Well, we acting like little devils. That's keeping you away from your power. You were created as a righteous being on this planet. We never knew what it was to tell a lie. We never knew what it was to sin. Black man, black woman. Our word was bond. Check it out. Let me keep moving. He said the Bible prophesied, to go in your Bible, that you, the righteous will be changed in the twinkling of an eye. All praise due to Allah. The disciples of Paul did not know exactly what you would look like in that changed form, but they concluded you would be like him. God, Allah. All praise due to Allah. This is what's coming. Get on your dean, get on your square. Want for your brothers and sisters what you want for yourself of good. He makes all things new. God, who came in the person of Master Prophet Muhammad, to whom praise are due forever, taught me that every 25,000 years, each God coming after the other made a new civilization. Now, this is the form of knowledge that you've never been taught. There's a cycle of 25,000 years. Then after that cycle is over with, there's a new God come on the scene. That's why we call him Master Prophet Muhammad. You can look down the wheel of time. His belief, teaching, and theology was different from the other guys who preceded him, who made a beautiful change in the history of the wisdom of man, who made a beautiful change in the history of the wisdom of man. The making of the white race was something new, people. Why he only been here 6,000 years? Why he only wanted to discover something that people was already there? Think about everything mathematics. Use your common sense. Everywhere he went, there was someone already there. And he used the word discovered as he came out the caves and hillsides in Europe. This is just teaching true fact. You understand what I'm saying? And he started learning how to sell, started getting that knowledge and technology from black people. That's why he had a brother, when he was out there selling, he was the guy to know how to navigate the oceans. Let me keep moving though. He makes all things new. Allah, who came in the person Master Muhammad, to whom praise and do forever, told me that every 25,000 years, each God coming after the other, God made a new civilization. His belief, teaching, and theology were different from the other God who preceded him, who made a beautiful change in the history of the wisdom of man. This is what we're coming into now. The brothers and sisters was on Stone Mountain the other day, tapping in to that new energy because they can feel it now. It's on the inside. So we got to dress it up and cover it down. Period. The making of the white race was something new. The difference between the two people, black and white, is that the white race is a made people. And they have a beginning and an ending. That's why they call it a race. We're not a race. We're a nation. That's why they're always racing. Well, they know they got a limited time on our planet. The black man is the created people who have no beginning nor ending. Like I say, time never was when man was not. Don't nobody know when we came because there wasn't nobody there. And I'll teach you, I got another subject I can teach you on. In this universe, when God came, he came as one. From him came many. So they talk about the 12 tribes, but I won't get into that right now. Before the making of the white race, we never had that type of evil people. We didn't have this on our planet, people. We didn't have evil on our planet. But this was a great test for the original man. We never knew. That's why Yakub was allowed, because the scientists knew. We didn't know nothing about evil. So they wanted to test us when we were put in an evil condition to see how we would behave. Listen, the black man was never under any evil rule. Evil was never practiced among the black people before the making of an evil world by Yakub. We never saw or experienced a civilization like the white man's civilization. We never knew anything about this type of world. We never had an unlike people among us before the white race was made. We are alike. We were all alike, especially in color. We was all black. What the law is, unlike attract. Man and woman supposed to be attracted to one another. They done flipped that law now, though. So when we saw the Caucasian appear, we didn't kill him. We didn't threaten him. We accepted him. We know it was strange. Look at the story of the pilgrims. Not the pilgrims, but when they landed over here and the Indians took them in because they would have starved to death, fed them, taught them how to grow food, and they turned around and murdered them. These are the type of people that we're dealing with. They stayed in Europe. In their civilization, you didn't take baths. And the women never took baths. They put on some type of perfume or something. You understand? Boy, I know that was a hell of an ordeal. The men didn't brush their teeth, running around with hair all over their bodies and stuff. They had bath houses. I think they might have had 1 or 2 universities in Europe. They know anything about technology. They know how to cook their food. They ate it raw. That's why they eat it raw today. They're brown on one side and flip it on the other, good to go. Got blood running out, all of it. We eating like them, putting that animal blood in. That's why we act so savage. But let me get on back to it. I go all on the history. Evil never practiced among the black people before the making of an evil world. We never saw or experienced a civilization like the white man's civilization. We never had an unlike people among us before the white race was made. We were all alike, especially in color. Think about it, brothers and sisters. We did one war after another. Ever since, I bet if you think about it, these people have been fighting somebody. They don't know nothing about peace. They're here to conquer and colonize the original people on the planet. And look at what's going on in the East. How 70, 80,000 men, women, and children have been destroyed. Look how they flip the narrative as if they've been wrong when you took another people's land. Look, go to India, the British. Wherever you go, South America, the Spaniards, they went into Mexico, went into the motherland. This is all they know. But the forgotten knowledge was the art of tricknology that they were allowed to learn and have in order to trick the original people on the planet the way they got us tricked out today in America. For example, if you don't know how to read the small print on the contract, you can get tricked out your socks. This is all they know. They lied and talked about the war when they attacked the Iranians, but they underestimated them. They wouldn't show you the damage that they were doing when they tried to kill all the leadership in Khomeini as well. They were not successful, and they had a call for a peace treaty, a ceasefire. But they lied to the American public like they were victorious. The hell they were. They ain't gonna never win a war again. Only war that Elijah Muhammad said that they will win when they go to war in Europe. And they're gonna be tricked into this war. But they're gonna go by the millions and come back by the handful. You say the black man, the brown man, and the red man, when they come back, we shall be ruling America. And I would say this to our young people. Don't go fight for these people. You better not. The way they treating us in this country, I don't give a damn. They call it a draft. Go to Canada or be like Muhammad Ali and say it's against my religious beliefs. You understand? I'd rather go to jail. Then better not none of my damn sons sign up. But don't bring your butt back home because you done dishonored the family. Fighting for a man that's murdering us and can get away with it. Talking about they fear for their lives. Allahu Akbar. Just about finished. Better not. It said the angel decision over the making of the white race, they said to the maker of the white race, what will you make for something that will cause bloodshed, mischief making the land, who will cause bloodshed? Listen, but the maker said, did not that he was making such a man? But he said he knew what the angel did not know. He did not know what the angels did not know. The angel knew that he was about to make a man who was going to destroy the peace of the original man. We ain't got no peace. And they told Yaqub, the father of the white race, what he had in mind to do in the making of the new man from us. So does Master Fraud Muhammad, whom praise to do forever, know that he is about to do in making a new civilization? The new man is the white man came from us. Listen, you got everybody inside you, black man, black woman. But he is different from us. He was grafted. His man, the white man from us, his man became a new man to us. We are not a part of the white man. We're not alike. That's why a lot of things in the medical field don't work for us. He take our blood pressure. His blood pressure count is different from ours. That's why women go in the hospital with simple pregnancy and have a miscarriage and then dying. Y'all need to be doing that at the house unless you got complications. And then you got to have someone that have a little medical knowledge that be around. Anytime somebody that we had in our organization, we had someone, Sister Frida was a nurse, they would go to the hospital and ask questions to be around so we make sure they didn't put nothing on them. You know, we had a child named Safu, and they said he was born with a heart condition. And so they did the operations, but we shouldn't have let them do it, tell you the truth about it at that time. And but they kept him in the emergency room. And his condition went down. We should just let him grow. And so we went to a herbalist called Mama Hands. She was good too. She gave us the herbs and stuff because we took over his care. And we was the minute the herbs she gave us to give to him. Because we had sit down with the doctors and had conference and stuff like that. And they called us in. They said, we don't know what y'all doing, but it's working. All the tubes came out and all that stuff. And we used to have sisters that would come and sit 24 hours. When by here, I couldn't be there because I'm the captain. I'm still taking care of a lot of business. And so one day we came to the hospital. They had tubes all in his kidney and stuff. It was a black doctor too. And he was a kidney specialist. And he went down. What the hell he got tubes in the baby for? He coming up. But he was a strong, strong child. He fought, man, he fought. I mean, this baby fought for his life. And I learned a lot from that experience. If a baby can fight like that, you understand? But they done snuck and put something in because, you know, your kidneys and the lungs are connected. And no, his name was Shafa. And baby went on back down, man. Boy, I was so mad I could have knocked that doctor, tell you the truth about it. But when he passed away, we just wrapped him up, man, took our baby on out the hospital and took him over to the funeral home and buried him like a Muslim. You wasn't taking nothing off of him, none of his parts, none of that damn stuff. You understand? And asked no questions. Give him my baby, shit. Took him on up out of that. Took him over to the Fuller's Funeral Home in Oakland. And we had brother, he was from Morocco, to prepare his body. And we had a service and we buried him. Buried him in the box so his body could go back to the earth. Understand? So you got to be careful. But I think I'm going to wrap that part of it up right now because there's a lot more. This book is called Our Savior Has a Right, brothers and sisters. But so we got a lot to do. We got a lot to overcome. And you got to get back on your knees, black people. You know, we got such a consciousness. We know when we're doing right and wrong. Understand? We got to stop all this bickering, going back and forth. I get my shot of my gold water. Dig. And practice being upright. Practice being good. Get out of the devil's way. You know, we got to get back to being our selves. You got to sit down and talk when we have disagreements. You know, we got to quit playing on one another, robbing and stealing, breaking in and stuff like that. Then we got to unite and form our own economic base. We got to learn how to grow our own foods. We got to quit sitting at the foot of the white man and begging to give for him to give us justice. You're not going to get it, ain't in his nature. We have the power and the ability to overcome any and all obstacles. in a Monday night class, I'll be breaking that knowledge down to the sisters so they can know they can go inside themselves and pull their energy up out of them. You understand? And place it in the right place. Y'all need to start talking to your ancestors, tell them to give their energy. Point blank with you to kill the devil. You understand? You got the gift, but you don't know how to use it. The most beautiful, most powerful, divine being on that planet, the wife of the Creator herself, don't know how to use it. And those that did know it, a lot of them done died. And those that do know it, y'all don't pay no attention to it. Talking about that's old. No, that's wisdom. That's the way of the ancient. It's our time to rise from the bottom to the top. That's why I don't fear. I don't fear. I know our future. And it's going to be glorious. But I know we got to go through some other things here now so we can wrap this up. It's going to get rough. Going to get a little tight. And they did everything they could do to us. Think about everything that you can imagine they have did to us. And we still ticking. Only thing now is that we got to flip it over and go into a higher vibration and practice truth and righteousness on one another. And sometimes that ain't easy because you can do good and get blamed and talked about for doing good. Man, I do a lot of good things, but it ain't appreciated. In a lot of cases, hell, I get talked about. But I don't worry about it like that myself because you know why? Because I know Allah, God, is with me. You understand? That's the only thing. He stayed with me. That's the only thing I'm worried about, losing the grace of Allah and keeping that divine hedge around my family. I pray for the black nation. When I pray, I say, oh Allah, remove the heart of the devil in me and the black nation. You understand? I've been on this deen all my life damn near, and I put my life on the line. People I didn't even know, but you're my brother and my sisters. Me and I know we put our life on the line. People that rock. The white man, no, all of us ain't bending over. All of us ain't weak. You understand? We stand in front of you. You understand? We demanding. And on top of that, we put things in place and in motion so we can take care of ourselves. Yeah, we wasn't on the white man's job. We built our own business. We built our own schools. We raised many men and women, had our own housing and things of that nature. You the biggest threat. When you can stand on your own and look that devil in the eye, you understand? When he rolled up on you, there ain't no fear nowhere. You hit that T-stairs, if needs be. Now you can roll on us if you want to. We ain't got no weapons. But I can guarantee you this. All of y'all ain't going back home. Bottom line, because we're going to kill you with a hand if need be. Understand? We had moved, we can go back to back, whatever. Understand? These are the type of black men we need today. Even before you open your mouth, think 5 times. You understand? And we ain't gonna be foolish doing this wild stuff, thinking that we're gonna defeat this devil with guns, with intelligence and brilliance. We ain't killing my people. When you white boys want to come in our community, we got our own, like the brother say, the righteous black gorillas. Understand? Should be set up, trained up, highly proficient with their hands and other things. so we can protect our community. Your brothers in the street organization, get the people back on your side, bring that murder rate down, bring in commerce and businesses, set a better example for the young soldiers coming up in the community, help those that's trying to get educated and make sure they protect them. You protect brothers that's moving a different way. You know, that's what we wanted to see. To make sure they weren't bothered. We didn't say, brother, being jumped on by other gang members. No, you ain't touching this brother. You understand? Not tonight. This is the way we got to move. And then some brothers, you know, you had to snatch up off the street when they want to go around in the community and break into elders' houses. Man, we ain't going for that. We'll spot you, snatch you, throw your butt in the back of that trunk, take you over to a nice, quiet place, a little dark, talk to you. Understand what I'm saying? Make you tap dance. You dig? Never had no more problems out of you. Don't come a time to where y'all gonna be murdering our women and our children like you're doing now. For those that want to submit, once we put that clean glass next to that dirty glass, they'll tell you what time it is. You understand? You don't get them damn drugs up out of our community. All that raping and kidnapping and sex trafficking and snatching our children up to make $1 and sell them to these cartels. Man, you'll take your head off. You don't have to be vicious and set an example. But they tell you, this just comes from Basir Farad Muhammad. So you all hit that like button, subscribe, and share. The main thing is share. I did, yeah, brother, I did. That's what I'm talking. Thank you, brother Damu. Brother Hadir. I sure had forgot his name. I was trying to pull it up. It was Brother Hadir. He's a good brother from Morocco. You understand? Very good brother. I was trying to get Brother Adamu come on today, but I tested it, but I know Adamu don't like the spotlight. But he's a good young man. You know, I wanted to come on and teach a little bit about his family. He came up through the ranks. He always quiet, kept to himself. That brother used to work 80-hour weeks, man, doing security over in San Francisco. Adamu put it in. Now he got a beautiful family, beautiful son. He got a beautiful wife. He got his own security company. His wife basically run it. And he been working at the hospital for years. So he's a good man. And these are the type of examples that we need in front of our people today, in front of our children. But as I say, Muhammad's got the devil on the run. That's right. Run, devil, run. Up, 2, 3, 4. Take over time. Another head that's been chopped off tonight, brothers and sisters. Spread this knowledge and think over this. Knowledge that I gave you, some more. This is what's coming to us. You understand? In the new world order. This old world going out. So y'all need to come on and wake up and get on that good foot. You understand what I'm saying? And then don't hold things in your mind that ain't good for you. Throw it out. Why, Basir? Because everything passes with time. Allahu Akbar. Good night. Thank those for tuning in. Please share. And y'all can hit that cash out. I thank Sister Nicole. She always hit the cash out. Because you know what? You get this knowledge free. Y'all go to the White Man Universe and play for that old AI knowledge. Get that piece of paper, can't get a guy, can't get a job. You understand what I'm saying? You got to learn how to appreciate, cause If I had enough paper, man, I'd be opening up academies so we can teach our people, especially our young people, man, because they need that guidance. That's the gap. We can set up places where they can go when they fall out of favor. They just want to be out here and find their own way, create opportunity for our people. That's on us. And I ain't in the begging this devil for nothing. Pretty soon we just gonna take it. Allah Akbar. Assalamu alaikum.